Canelo Crawford, who you got if that happens?
I can't go against Crawford. I fuck with Crawford. I like him in the ring, out the ring. I think that he's the best right now. I'm rocking.
After Turki Ali's meeting with Canelo Alvarez, it was reported that all details have been discussed and finalized. The fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is now officially confirmed.
Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Everything is possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it. Sit down.
Mexican boxer Canelo Alvarez remains open to opportunities for 2025, with several potential opponents on the table. However, Canelo appears interested in exploring one of the proposals from Turki Al-Sheikh, the president of the General Entertainment Authority of Saudi Arabia. Recently, Canelo traveled to London to receive the Ring magazine's Fighter of the Year award. During the event, he met with Turki Al-Sheikh and later confirmed in an interview that the fight with Terence Crawford has been finalized, though he refrained from sharing further details. There's always a possibility. We'll see, but there's always a possibility. We're here to do the best business, Canelo told Ring when asked about his meeting with Al-Sheikh and the fight with Crawford.
And figure out something.
I know you thought he was kind of a lose-lose situation for you. Do you think he's too small to compete with you?
The World Boxing Council, WBC, mandatory challenger for Saul Canelo Alvarez is David Benavidez. However, due to Canelo's apparent reluctance to accept this challenge, he may instead turn to Terence Crawford for his September fight. The main hurdle in finalizing this matchup is the weight difference. Crawford competes at 154 pounds in the super welterweight division, which is 2 weight classes below Canelo.
You know, I thought I would never say this, but Canelo's scared. Literally, I thought I would, as a fighter, I know fighters are not scared.
Money wouldn't be the biggest obstacle in securing a potential deal, as negotiations would begin at the $150 million Canelo has requested. However, other challenges remain, as British promoter Eddie Hearn, head of Matchroom, recently admitted in an interview with Fight Hype. While some boxing professionals see the matchup as exciting and full of potential, others express concern for both Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, fearing the risks involved for either fighter.
They're not scared, but wow, we've been begging Canelo, please, we want this fight. I want it as a fan.
Terence Crawford has elevated his training by recently sparring with boxing legend Andre Ward ahead of his upcoming fight. Crawford enlisted Ward's expertise, with the two engaging in light sparring at Crawford's home gym on Tuesday morning. Ward shared a snippet of their session on his social media, showcasing Crawford honing his hand-fighting skills. Fans flooded the comment section with praise for Crawford, applauding the collaboration with the iconic fighter. Fans reacted enthusiastically to the clip, with one commenting, "Iron sharpens iron," while another tweeted, "Two of the GOATs going at it." A third fan added, "Some serious knowledge in that ring." One supporter noted, "This is why Terence is pound for pound. He has masters of the sport in his gym and gives them their flowers." Meanwhile, a fifth fan remarked, "The two best Americans since Floyd Mayweather." Ward is one of the rare world champions to retire undefeated. Ryan Garcia has shared his blunt opinion on a potential matchup between boxing champions Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, leaving no room for doubt in a recent interview with CCTV. Garcia, known for his outspoken remarks, labeled Crawford as an overhyped bum, and firmly predicted an Alvarez victory if the two were to clash in the ring. Garcia didn't hold back, accusing Crawford of being a boring fighter who doesn't deserve the attention he gets. He even went so far as to claim that Crawford is stealing boxing's money.
Terence Crawford really hasn't beat nobody other than Errol Spence Jr. that went through a car crash. Name one guy that he beat other than Errol Spence that's well known. Sean Porter that was washed. Who has he beat? He hasn't beat nobody, bro. He's not going to beat nobody, bro. Terence Crawford.
Garcia was firm in his verdict, even challenging one of the superstars to fight him if they disagreed with his opinion. Interview 9. Terence Crawford is not all that, Garcia told STV. Terence Crawford is an overhyped bum. I'm sorry, but someone has to say it, you're an overhyped bum. I'm looking directly at the camera right now. You freaking suck, bro, stop acting like it.
But Terence Crawford is not no, he ain't like that, bro. Terence Crawford is an overhyped bum, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody gotta say it. You're overhyped bum, bro. I'm looking at the camera right now. You suck, bro. Stop it.
I was one of the best fighters in the amateurs, bro, and so is he, Garcia said. I've seen plenty of fighters like him. I don't care if he can counter my left hook, I'll find a way to get him. He's not that good. He gets hit a lot, he gets wobbled, he's not untouchable. If a fight between Garcia and Crawford were to happen, it would likely take place at a catchweight. Garcia has never fought at the 147 pounds welterweight limit or above, while Crawford last competed at super lightweight, 147 pounds, in August 2017. Currently, Garcia is suspended after testing positive for a banned substance following his fight with Devin Haney in 2021. Garcia has since left the band to pursue life coaching. Despite this, he continues to make headlines in the boxing world, often by diminishing the accomplishments of his peers.
In everybody's money, you're not entertaining, bro. You're boring as come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking shit. I can do it anytime.
You think you can see Crawford?
I can definitely see Crawford, bro. What do you mean? Bro, I've seen many fighters like him too. He's not that good, bro. He gets hit a lot, bro. He gets wobbled, hit, bro. He's not untouchable, bro. You act like he's.
This time, Ryan Garcia has set his sights on Terence Crawford, who has been pursuing a fight with Canelo Alvarez in 2025. While the Mexican fighter has yet to accept the challenge, Garcia claims he's already reached out to Crawford seeking a fight to prove that Crawford isn't as skilled as people think. Garcia also taunted Crawford, suggesting a potential big payday as part of the offer. As for Bud Crawford, I already called him, Garcia said. I think he's just trying to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez, but I don't think that's going to happen. Have you ever fought someone with one-punch knockout power? No, that's why I think Bud Crawford is overrated.
I don't think that he's not a great fighter, but I don't think he's as good as people say. He's not like a Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, not Tommy Hearns. You can't do that because he's not like that, bro. He hasn't fought nobody that has firepower like.
I'd love to fight Bud. I don't think he's as good as people say, Garcia stated, referring to the undefeated Crawford, the WBC and WBO welterweight champion. If Bud is listening, I'd like to fight you. I'd give you a beating. Garcia left the decision to Crawford, saying whether the fight happens is up to him, but made it clear that if Crawford accepts, he'd receive a substantial payday. If he doesn't want it, it's not my fault. He's boring as hell, but I'd probably give him the biggest paycheck of his life if he takes the fight, Garcia added.
Who would win, him or Boots?
I like Boots. In my opinion, I mean, I like Boots. I don't think Crawford could keep up with somebody that talented and young and fast. Haven't even seen him fight somebody talented.
Despite his complicated relationship with Canelo Alvarez, Oscar de la Hoya has shared his thoughts on a potential showdown between the Mexican superstar and Terence Crawford. De la Hoya insists that his predictions regarding any fight involving Canelo are unbiased. The former world champion has a strong opinion on how this hypothetical matchup would play out. He believes that Canelo, with his superior size and power, would have a clear advantage over Crawford.
I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going.
154, Crawford didn't look too dangerous in the ring against a beast, so imagine Canelo as the bigger guy being the beast. It's almost like a no contest, De La Hoya told Fight Hub TV. I mean, come on, when has a smaller, skilled guy ever beaten a bigger, skilled guy? It's never happened in the history of the sport. It's rare. De La Hoya believes that Crawford, known for his technical skill and punching power, would face a significant physical challenge if he were to take on Canelo at his natural weight.
Oscar, Terence Crawford says he wants to fight Canelo. He's changed his tune. He said he's willing to move up through weight divisions. To me, that's kind of crazy, but that just shows you, like, man, the dog that's in Terence Crawford. If Canelo is victorious...
While some experts believe Terence Crawford has the skills to compete with Canelo Alvarez, the disparity in size and power could prove to be a decisive factor. For now, the future of this potential fight remains uncertain. Both fighters have existing commitments, and any agreement will depend on several factors, including contract negotiations and strategic decisions from both teams. Not many fighters have shared the ring with both Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. The only man to do so in a professional setting was Amir Khan, who suffered stoppage defeats to both. Khan has already shared his thoughts on how a potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup would play out.
Terence Crawford will beat Canelo anytime. Anytime. Because, and this is.
There are a few others who have sparred with both men, and one of them has now shared his thoughts on how he believes a potential clash could unfold. That man is middleweight contender Corin Davis, who also faced fellow Canelo rival David Benavidez back in November 2021. Having sparred with both Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, Davis told Mill City Boxing that he thinks it would be extremely tough for Crawford and would back Alvarez to win. Canelo is a big guy, it's going to be a lot. He can take a punch, so you're not going to hurt Canelo. I don't think Crawford can hurt him with one punch. Maybe he can cut an eye or something or bother him to the body, Davis explained.
What do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that, everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big. He's a little big for Crawford. It'll be a tall task for him.
He's got to put some muscle behind his punches and go to the body. It's going to be a tall task. Canelo can really fight. He has moves and traps. It's not easy in boxing, nothing's impossible, but if I had to bet, I'd put my money on Canelo. I'm not taking anything away from Crawford, but Canelo is great. Can Canelo stop him? He's the bigger guy. I think one punch could do it. The debate over Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez continues to heat up. Crawford, the former undisputed welterweight champion, is coming off a unanimous decision win over Israel Mardiev at 154 pounds, securing both the WBA and interim WBO super welterweight titles. However, unlike his dominant performance against Errol Spence Jr. at 147 pounds, Crawford didn't look as impressive against the former champion from Uzbekistan.
It'll be a lot you have to. It'll be a lot to get that victory based on size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard.
This has led many to rule out Crawford's chances against Canelo Alvarez if the fight ever happens at 168 pounds. However, not everyone shares that view. Some believe Crawford will adapt and provide a serious challenge for the super middleweight king. One of those individuals is acclaimed boxing trainer Teddy Atlas, who once trained Mike Tyson. In a recent interview with Fight Hub TV, Atlas shared his thoughts on Crawford's potential in the 168 pounds division. Don't discount his first time at 154. Don't discount that there will be some growth there too, Atlas confidently stated during the interview. Let's just say I'm thrilled, and when the opportunity arises, I will be organizing the training for our new company. I spent most of my life in the 158 defense division during my PhD.
On that, and I don't know, would you advise a fighter to move up 3 weight classes to fight someone like Canelo?
You got to remember, he's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6, if you add on 3, Yeah, my math is different.
Don't go and believe it's going to be the same Crawford when he steps up to 158 if that happens. No, this is going to be a better armed Crawford, even better than he's been, Atlas continued. He suggested that after the closely contested bout against Madoff in August, Crawford would gain the knowledge and confidence needed to acquire another belt in the division. So it's said Crawford would gain the knowledge and confidence needed to acquire another belt in the division, sharing his final verdict on a potential Canelo versus Crawford matchup. Atlas told the reporter, so don't be so sure that the Crawford you saw with Madoff isn't going to be different. He will be different.
Being that I've been in this business my whole life. So 6 is a lot. 6 weight classes. That's a lot. 3, he had the skeleton for.
It's important to note that the World Boxing Organization has ordered Sebastian Fundora and Terence Crawford to come to an agreement for a fight within 30 days for the WBO super welterweight title. While the deal has not yet been officially confirmed, Fundora's promoter, Samson Lutz, told Boxing Scene that their focus is solely on a fight with Crawford. However, he acknowledged that Crawford is looking to move up to the 168 pounds division to face Canelo. If that doesn't happen, Fundora is ready to take on Crawford. While Canelo Alvarez's strength and punching power may intimidate some fighters, Terence Crawford isn't one of them. Speaking to TMZ Sports, Crawford expressed his absolute confidence in securing a victory over the Mexican superstar if they were to face off.
I know he's got this. I know he's got this. I know he's got the character, and I know he's got the mind. I know he has special gifts that very
for us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat any.
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh, God.
I beat people up. I'm gonna start rapping, man, and then everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy.
To come my way and me and him get in the ring, then it'll be an electrifying fight, you know. It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and it'll be a well-fought fight.
Be very surprised if that fight happens. I think His Excellency has been pushing that fight. It didn't seem like it was something that Canelo was really up. I think his kind of feeling is, when I beat Crawford, everyone's going to say I've beaten a 154 pounder. Like, and he also, I think, he wants to be fighting guys that are just moving all the time, and you know, he wants people to come to fight. And Crawford can't really come to fight like that in that fight because he's